Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about how to implement tempos into your programs. So if you haven't seen my video on how to get stronger at the big three, please go and watch that one before this one, because this is all about implementing. The previous video was all about why. So it's all good and well to talk about tempos, and they can be so beneficial for getting a stronger and bigger deadlift, squat, or bench press, but that doesn't mean anything if we don't actually know how to implement it. So some very basic strategies that we use here is the following. So we're going to use the example of the squat, low bar squat, competition squat. We have our day one is just simply our overload day. We're doing a 4x4, 4x5, 4x4, 4x6, somewhere there in that range. I've just used 5 reps as the example here, but it's not limited to. And then day two, this is when we implement our tempo work. So we'll have, here I've got four sets of 2 to 3 reps. Again, not limited to 2 to 3 reps. This is just for this example. Could be 4 reps, could be 5 reps, could be more. But personally, we found that doing lower reps with more sets as an inverse approach seems to work better because you can get more effective reps in with less intra-set fatigue as you do more reps. So then we've added a 3 to 4 second tempo, but again, not limited to 3 to 4 seconds. We use anywhere from 2 to 6 seconds here at Melbourne Strength Culture, depending on the individual and depending on the outcome that we want. And then the goal is the feedback that we're getting from here on how to move and how to move more effective and more efficiently. We then take that feedback and translate it back to our overload day. Because at the end of the day, we're trying to improve our squat so that we have a bigger and more effective 1RM squat later down the track. So we need to take this information and translate it here. So this is just a very simple approach to how to implement tempos into your program. When it comes to actually improving motor skill, we know that the brain loves repetition. So frequency is a variable that we want to manipulate. So in this instance, we're only squatting twice a week. But if we want to add in a third day of more tempo work, that is also something that you can play around with. Just ensure that you're recovering, you're not doing too much. But if you are feeling good and recovering, you might chuck another 2 or 3 sets in on day 3. Just something to pay attention to when it does come to tempo work. There might be a bit of a shot to the ego because when you add a tempo, it tends to mean that we have to use less absolute weight. But the important thing is that the relative intensity is still there. So we're still doing tough sets of RPE 7, RPE 8, RPE 9, where we are 1 to 2 to 3 reps short of absolute failure. So that's just something to take note of when implementing tempos into your program. These are just some very basic strategies. If you are doing your own programming or want to try and implement tempos but aren't quite sure how to do it, this is what we recommend here at Melbourne Strength Culture, starting with a 2-day frequency, 1 day of your normal lift, second day adding in the tempo work. If you are interested in getting into some more tempo work with some of our Melbourne Strength Culture programming strategies, stay tuned. 2nd of September, we are releasing the 31x1 program, which I have been writing for the last few months, accompanied with a mini ebook. So if you are interested, stay tuned for that because that will be coming out soon. So again, if you liked this content, like, subscribe, comment below if you want us to make any more videos on any other topics. And as always, happy lifting. Nailed it.